What's up, guys? DZ Fear. We are here with Chase Cunningham. We got second place. We didn't have a chance to do the deck profile at the event, but here's his list, card for card, what he played.
Alright, let's get into it. I played one of the best monster in the deck. Don't really need to explain that. Three of these. Those are pretty obvious too. Two of this guy. He was pretty good. I mean, there was a lot of situations where I wanted him. He's really good with Mathematician, especially against Necroz. Like when you have a lot of monsters in hand, he can help you get the monsters out of hand so you don't get trished.
Yep.
But yeah, going forward, I would probably play one of this guy. Two of this guy.
Yeah, so did you feel this was necessary? Almost every single person was playing just one.
I really liked him. I've been playing with the deck a while, and I want to see more of him because Virgil is such a good card, especially in the mirror match. There was so many times, like when I was playing just one, where I wanted to have another, and like I couldn't like sear it back or anything.
Yep.
And it's like the second best search target. Like if you don't have a discard trap besides Tour Guide. So yeah, two of that guy, and then one of this guy, Farclaw. I would honestly put this guy back up to 2 and take like a Leavic out. Guy was really good. Wanted to see more of him. One of this guy. This guy's really good too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would just keep it at 1 still because you don't really want to draw him. You want to like either mill him or bring him out when you want to kill somebody.
Yeah, 900 is huge too right now.
Very huge. He won me a couple games. 2 maths. I was playing 3 of him, but when I was testing, I just kept getting trished with him in hand. Like that guy would just sit in hand.
Because you would never want to open multiples.
Yeah, like, and this guy can be a bad top deck too. So he's good at opening hand if you have like 4 traps. He's like godly. One of this.
Did you ever draw that throughout the weekend?
I probably drew this more than any other card I've ever drawn. This card is always, I don't know if it has to do with like the premium gold rarity or something, but I always had this in hand. Definitely want to take it out. So, I mean, it was good in a situation where I was playing Necroz and they brought out Clausulus with a Ginlock and I had a Mathematician.
You just send that, yeah.
And yeah, that was pretty clutch. So yeah, that's the monsters. I ran 18 monsters, and then I played 2 spells. 1 Foolish, just because this card's like so versatile. It can get you anything, like Seer, you can Foolish Pero if you need to, Graph. Yeah, and as consistency. And then 1 of this. Pretty self-explanatory on that.
Yep.
And then for my, 2 spells, 18 monsters.
So 20.
19 monsters, I mean.
Oh, so
and then 19 traps.
Okay.
And then, yeah, here's the traps. I played 3 Mind Crush. I originally was not playing this card, but I really missed it. You definitely need to play this.
Like, you didn't feel it conflicted with trying to get rid of your hand for Trish?
Nope, because, I mean, that's what the discard traps are for. I like having Mind Crush in a discard trap.
Yeah.
And I play a lot of effect negation too, so I got trished a few times, but I mean, I never lost to a Necroz player, so I guess it didn't really matter.
Yep.
So yeah, 3 Mind Crush, 3 Breakthrough Skill. Card is really good too against Necroz. Not good against the mirror. I was always drawing this against the mirror, but against Necroz, like when you break through, obviously a Jew or a Trish or something, and then you can just banish it from grave to negate a Unicorn. It's really good.
Yeah, against Roby in the top 4, you were able to just out-tempo him by negating everything.
Yeah, like, especially like I had to, he forced a Valk for this. So, I mean, there's a lot of situations where this would force my opponent to draw Valk. So, I mean, it definitely got value when I was playing Necroz.
Yep.
2 Lakes. I originally was not playing this card either at all because I would just brick too much with it, but I decided I had to play it. I built the deck with someone else. His name's Faisal Khan. He topped 32, the
Columbus,
150th
yep.
YCS. Yeah, Columbus. And yeah, he was playing one of this. I wasn't playing it at all. I did not like this card, but I definitely would not have made it as far as I did if I did not play this.
Yeah.
So
And you didn't play a lot of Klees in Swiss because you played like what, 7 Necros or something?
I played, yeah, in Swiss I played 7 Necros and only 1 Klee. And I resolved this once against Klee and I won that game. So.
Yeah.
And then for my discard traps, I played 2 Wing Blasts and 2 Karma Cut. Only played 4 because there's a lot of times where you wanted to keep the monsters in hand because you had so much effect negation and you just didn't want to discard them all the time. And like if you draw so many of these, like you have to discard traps, and I just hate doing that. So yeah, 4 is the perfect number. 2 of this card. This card is amazing.
Extra Foolishes with also effect disruption.
Oh yeah, like, and against Necros, amazing. Like obviously when they mirror and they have a Shrit engraved and it's their only play, like you would either have to force a mirror on something else or they just couldn't resolve it and they'd have to show you their hand and everything.
Yeah.
And then also when they discard Unicore to try to add something back,
Let's get rid of it.
you can just Green Fiend that, and then it's a +1 right there. And also it helps make Fire Lake live because if you just have 1 on the field and you Fiend Griefing, you can put 2 on the field right there.
Yep.
So that's really good. Honestly, if I cut Pero, I'd play 3 of this. And then for my 1-ofs, I played Crush Card. Yeah, this card is really good against Necros. Every time I drew this, I won the game immediately. Like if you resolve this, you should just win every single game against Necros. Like you resolve this. Card's really, really good. And people are talking about, oh well, you can just send Fire Hands and pop your other monsters, but that never happened to me. And most of the time I was making sure to have 1 monster on the field.
Yep.
This card's really good too. Especially against Necros. Just negating everything. And then just putting Acid Golem and this on the field against Necros is pretty much game. So they really can't do anything. 1 of this. Don't really need to explain that. Warning. Yeah. Just warning. Had to play it. And then Torrential. Really good in BA when you can just Torrential your field and you lose.
That was like the trap of the weekend. A lot of Necros players were playing it.
It was. Like, I mean, it didn't catch people off guard against BA, but like, if they did like put a like Kaleidoscope into like Valk and Unicore, and then you just do that, then you just plus, and like I said, if you Torrential your own guys, you don't lose anything.
Yep.
So yeah, that was monsters. Like I said, 19 monsters, 2 spells, 19 traps, 40 cards. Extra aside.
Extra first is fine.
First. All right. 3 Dantes. Don't really need to explain that. 2 of this guy. Yeah, this was like, besides Dante, my favorite extra deck monster.
Did you ever make the second one?
I did. A Necros player saw him scolding to my first one. Yeah, so I brought the second one out on him, and yeah, it won me the game. It's really, really good. And against BA too, one of them got Karma Cutted, and then I made the second one. So it came out twice.
Yep.
3 Downard. Another really good card, especially against Necros when they can just Brio your stuff. You don't want that to happen. And in the mirror, you don't want your Dantes to get Wing Blasted and Karma Cutted and stuff. So
Yeah.
This card's really good. It makes sure your Dantes resolve to add that. 2 of this guy. Yeah, like I said, he's really good when you make him against Necros and you have skill drain up. Didn't go into 2 of them. I went into 1 a lot, but never the second one.
And then you can just breeze through the rest of the extra. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
He'll be right there. 1 of this guy. This guy's pretty good. He can like get through Valk and stuff, so that's pretty clutch. This made him a couple times. He's alright. This guy, like when your opponent gets to like 2900 or less, you can just kill him with this and Barbar. Yeah, this guy made him quite a few times per game. One of this. This was to combo with Barbar, like if I like banish.
Did that ever come up? Or
I did it once to bring back a Paro Cerberus because I really needed to have that back. But so yeah, I made it one time the whole tournament. Don't know if I continue to play it. Zen mains. Made this. Did I make this? No, I actually did not make that at all. So yeah.
And you were playing Tribute Stun Monsters in the side deck, right?
Yep. I played 3 Majesty's Fiend.
Yep.
This card's really good against Shadalls, and I sided 2 in against. I sided 2 in against the Necroz match. I don't side any back row against Necroz because they have way more outs to back row than they do monsters. Like if you just bring this out and you have traps.
Yeah, and that's protected from Fire and Ice Hand because they can't even crash into it.
Yep. This card is just like I brought this out against Necroz and they would have to make awkward plays to try to get over it. But if I have a trap, then they just can't do anything.
Yeah.
3 Maxi for the mirror. The card's really good against the mirror. I don't really need to go on that. Going into that. 2 Spell Canceller. Sided this in against Necroz. My goal when I drew this was to combo it with these 2 on the field at once. I did that a few times, and Necroz do not have enough to that unless they play Mirror Force.
Or like have the one torrential.
Or have the torrential, yeah.
Like,
so, yeah, when I bring these 2 out, I just win the game.
Yeah.
3 Cyclones. Card is pretty good. Spell and trap removal.
That you can mill.
Yeah, that you can mill, and then like it gets rid of like Floodgates, like Shadow Mirror and Deep Fissure, like if they're playing Ritual Beast or Macro. If they flip that later on. But yeah, you just needed this. And against Cleese too, it's good. And I also played, for my last spell, I played Dark Hole. 1 Dark Hole. If I was going second against Necroz, I'd side this in just to clear their field and everything.
Yeah.
Also, I side this in against Cleese to clear their field. This card's really good against Cleese. And then for my traps, I sided 2 Fairy Winds. Just really for Floodgates, again. Yeah, Floodgates, like I played the Ritual Beast.
Yeah, you got the macro with it.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Like this card. And then 1 Chaos Trap Hole.
Is that good?
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. I started in against the Mirror, obviously, and then if I'm going first against Necroz, just in case they have the Denko, or it also hits the Jews too, and Exoton Knight. So, yeah, when I have this out and I'm playing against Necroz, I feel pretty safe.
Cool.
So, yeah.
Well, thank you for the deck profile, Chase Cunningham, and good luck at Worlds.
Thank you.